Bonjour mes amis, hello my friends. Well, it's strange for me not to have my face smiling at you, wishing you all a wonderful day, but I am here. Hello, hello. And so is Mr. Antonis as promised, and he will be taking over our live today. I am here. Aaron will be watching for any questions that you have. Donc, si vous avez des questions, Monsieur Antonis est ici avec nous comme promis hier. Puis, si vous avez des questions, Erin, elle va regarder pour toutes les questions. Puis, moi, je suis là s'il a besoin de quelque chose ou s'il faut avoir une petite traduction. Puis, après ça, c'est juste de lui voir ses techniques et son inspiration, comment il travaille avec tout ça. Why don't we get you a clean...
Brushes?
No, a clean water brush.
No, we don't need clean water.
No, we don't need clean water. Donc, juste pour...
That's the perfect water. No?
Perfect water, OK? Donc, ça vous montre qu'il lave les pinceaux quand même quand ton eau est complètement salie. So, it cleans your brushes anyways, even when the water is all dirty. But you sure you don't want to start?
That's a beautiful turquoise.
It's a beautiful color.
Yeah.
So you don't want it clear?
Hello, guys. How are you?
So we will switch over. I will hand you on over to Antonis. You're in very capable hands. You might want to wait for a few more people to pop in, but you can definitely go over some of your pages.
Yeah, of course. We're going to wait a little bit.
And so that's that. Guys, the ledger journal is going well, and I really do recommend getting your hands on that while you can. And besides that, we will have new products. Donc, on va avoir une vidéo encore demain, comme toujours, notre mercredi, puis on va avoir des nouveaux produits à vous montrer. Parfait.
That's all? No, it's okay.
Okay.
That's all? We're ready?
We're ready. Yes, we're ready.
That's good. How are you people? Welcome. I cannot say welcome back because my first time here, not in the store, but doing live. And basically this live is going to happen because Natalie, she doesn't have anything to show you, so I have to be the one. I'm just joking. I'm gonna say a lot of things like that, and she's always gonna be like, "No, you're so bad." Anyway, so guys, before we start, I want to explain you something about today, what we are going to do. I don't have any idea, and this is the good thing. I have to tell you a little bit about how I journal in general. Besides that, I'm very new. Something important, like because we are going to do few things, and the things we are going to do, maybe at some point, some of them, I don't know, maybe they're not going to make any sense, because for example, sometimes I will use a stamp, let's say, it doesn't matter now which stamp, but I'm going to just show you one stamp. I'm going to use this stamp, and eventually at the end you're not going to see it, and you're going to be like, oh, why he used this stamp if we cannot see it. So this is the way I work, because I don't know the road, like I don't know which road I'm going to get, and I don't know the destination. So the way I work is always, I will just trying to find the road on the way, and then the destination will come. I mean, I will know at the end, okay, this is where I want to arrive. And I have a very good example for you. For example, is this one. That I really love it. This art journal page for me is one of my favorite I have done so far. But the funny thing is that I started with this paper. So I saw this paper at the back room and I was like, oh, I love this paper. It has also Canada. I should use this paper. And I start playing around during the class when I have to wait for everybody to paint and dry. And I can tell you the truth. This paper, I did a mistake. I glue the paper, both pages, and then I seal it, and it wasn't dry, and I stick the pages together, and then I ripped off the paper, and I was like, okay, already a mess. And then I started doing things on top to fix it. It was just a huge mess. And then I remember that I have the dog, right? This dog coming from here, okay, from this beautiful rice paper. Guys, that's really beautiful. How you say the company?
RonRon.
RonRon. Very beautiful. I love. So I remember I have the dog and I'm like, oh, okay, wait. This background, the colors I have done, all this mess, match perfect with the dog. And I put down the dog and then I start, of course, on top, start adding some stamps and everything. I just telling you all this because we are going to work today with this dog, the other one from the set. And my things I'm gonna do, they are going to disappear at some point. And you're gonna be like, oh, why he did that? I don't have an answer. Sometimes I do things and I will see if they service my purpose and like I like it, or maybe at the end it's gonna be covered. So this is just a little talk before we start. Okay, now let's go and do it. We don't need this for now. I have a little idea, but let's see how it's going to end. Now, the art journal book I use, this from Stamperia and Vicky. This is the stone paper art journal. Doesn't really make any difference for the specific page we're going to do. Could be any art journal. And it's A5 size. Now, what we're going to do, let me put a piece of paper here. I cut this, don't get confused, right? I did that with the scissors. I want this to look a little bit like different. So, first step, let's start with the stencil. So I need something at the background, like really deep in the background, and sometimes these the things that you're going to see a little bit at the end. Sometimes even not, but I have to start with something. Always in general, like art journaling, just start. Don't think too much. You don't need to have the answers. I mean, that's why if you have problems creating a lot of pages, it's because you think a lot. You think, okay, what I should do, what I should use, how it should look at the end. Doesn't really matter. Just start. Have fun. So this one, by the way, is the KSTDQ78. I will put everything on the side, so if you're interested, Natalis is going to have a list ready, because maybe some of you say like, okay, what Antonis used, so I will just put them on the side and we can write a list afterwards. Anyway, so let's start with the stencil, and I'm going to do permanent ink, black. And let's go and just create some texture. So let me put it there, and then we just start. Nothing special, directly. For my journal page. And of course, any questions you have, the girls are here, they can just tell me, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Everybody's saying hello, they're very excited.
Yeah, I cannot see comments, guys, so yeah. Erin, she has to tell me, yeah, otherwise.
Tell some comments, yeah. Everyone loved that dog page you did that you said was your favorite. They said it's their favorite too.
Okay, that's good. That's why I want to do. Look, I'm thinking to do 2 art journal pages today. So one with a dog, I just saw you, and one with my collection, my latest collection. But that's why I want to work with a dog, because there's so many pop-up colors, and I know that's gonna look great eventually, right? So I just want to do the other dog. But if you're not bored by the time we finish the dog, maybe we can do also my collection. Now the reason that this is not really black, really intense, is because I'm going directly on my stone paper, right? So the stone paper is porous, so it's kind of like sucks in everything. As you see, I just go and place it, right? I don't have any kind of like strategy or something right now. I don't care about composition, looks too much, but I know eventually I'm going to cover the most of it, right? So I don't really care, right? You see, it's kind of like a mess. But very beautiful stencil. And actually this from Stamperia, and I just saw it today. Natalie showed me and I'm like, okay, I need this stencil. That's really, really cool. It gives me the vibe of like iron gate. Something like very vintage, and I know it's flowers, but doesn't look like flowers. No. Anyway, so we just put down the stencil, permanent ink, very important. I'm gonna put it there.
You can keep it, my friend.
Eh? Oh, thank you very much. Oh, sometimes it's nice. So now, I want to just give some color first. I mean, we're not going to do any other stamping for now, just stencil to be at the first layer, and then let's go and give some nice coloring with the Aqua colors from Stamperia. They dry permanent. Now I'm looking at my dog. Okay, so the dog has a lot of pop-up colors. So I know that I'm gonna use at the end like the pinks and the orange, but I want something blue. I want to get inspired by the blue from the rice paper. So I'm gonna start with something like, it's going to give a very nice blue tone, really deep in the background, because you will see like how many things we're gonna do on top. So you just shake it a little bit, and then you just go and spray. Of course they are translucent, so still you can see the stencil. Spray, 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 and then we're going to dry. Now it's gonna be a little bit noisy, but I mean, you have to be patient. And you can drop some questions now that,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just drying. Any questions you have? What are they saying?
Everybody's just excited. Some people are popping in really late.
It's okay, it's okay.
Yes, better late than never. Odette's asked that you use some orange.
Yeah, I will. I can use many colors. People think that I like only dark, but I like the dark vibe, but not like all dark colors. Even if I do pink, I will make it look dark.
Weren't you talking yesterday that that's your favorite?
Yeah. Yesterday, when they asked me somebody asked me what's my favorite medium, so this is it, my aqua color. That's beautiful. The leather, of course.
What was the spray you used?
So the spray was the turquoise aqua color from Stamperia. Okay, actually is a set, three of them. They come together, 3-pack. Leather, turquoise, and rosa antico. It's kind of like magenta pink. Okay, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use different medium for the pink color. So for now, from the pack, I'm using the turquoise, and now it's going to be the leather. The leather, just to give a little bit, not too much. I'm not going to spray everywhere. Just a little bit, like here and there. You give this kind of like vintage vibe. Now you can see adding the brown, we'll start hiding more of the stencil, and then you go dry.
Karen asked, is the stone paper a porous surface?
Yeah, the stone paper is a porous surface. That's true. So that's why you see a lot of dots. It's like the paper sucks in the aqua colors. When I say aqua colors, they call them aqua. Okay, this is a Spanish word. It's watercolor. Okay.
Lynn asked, the truck project that you did in the store, is that a Stamperia product?
Stamperia product, the kit.
The truck,
the truck itself, no. The truck itself, no. The products we use on it, it was a Stamperia product, but the truck, no.
Yeah. And you use what, molds and the patina?
All the rest is from Stamperia, yeah.
All the rest is
Let me add.
Hello everyone who's joining in. Bonjour tout le monde.
Let me clean a little bit, guys, because the aqua color is going to make a mess. Yeah, don't think twice. Just ask as many questions you want about everything, about what we do, about something in general, whatever you like. So you can see already, because of the stone paper, how cool texture we get. This is because of the stone paper, right? So it kind of like sucks in and looks different. Okay, and we already start losing step by step the stencil, but this is the whole idea. And of course I kept some area just to have some more light, but I'm telling you again, might we cover everything? I don't know how we are going to do. So now let's go add some Crackle paste from Stamperia. This is the Crackle paste transparent. So how this works, I'm trying to find my palette knife. Should be, that's a knife. We have a knife, but we don't have a palette knife. Like we have a knife on the table, but we don't have a palette knife. That's very good.
Don't use this knife.
Yeah, we had the cooking classes before. Anyway, Crackle paste transparent from Stamperia. Very nice mediums. Of course, you know that I design with Stamperia and all these things, but when I say it's good, it's good. Like the products are good. We have been using them so many years in the classes. Oh, you have a metal one. Thank you, God. Thanks, God. She saved me. Can you clean this, please?
Yes.
Yeah, metal. I hate the plastic palette knives. Anyway, so let's take some. And now I'm going to add, the idea is to add some Crackle paste in the area that is the stencil, right? Not everywhere. Let me turn this around. I'm gonna just add here and there, and of course you can see I get some extra texture because I use my palette knife very lightly and very flat and lightly, very important. I don't scrape it. I don't do 45 degrees, very lightly. So a little bit down there, maybe just a little bit here. And I know that you think that the way I do the things, and you're probably thinking like, okay, I know what I'm doing, but I don't know. Like, I know the products, but I don't know what we are going to do. I'm just thinking, okay, this is gonna work, let's do that, and then we will see what we're gonna have at the end.
So what do you do if you do something and then you don't like how it looks? You cover it?
I cover it. I keep going. I keep going. Like if I film like the dog, the previous one, this one, like the whole process, you will understand. Like I put like 20 materials. It comes in a point that I like, and then I didn't like it much, but I remember the dog. Right. So I was like, okay, the dog goes perfect on that. And then I start building on top again with...
So you don't stop and scrap?
No, I don't stop. I keep going until has to be really, really, really bad and frustrating after 3 hours, and then I'm like, okay, I have to stop for today. Anyway, so what you have to do next is just dry. Okay, this is gonna dry clear. Keep some distance if you use the Stamperia Crackle paste. They dry perfectly with the heat gun, but keep some distance, you don't want to bubble it. So we're gonna spend like maybe 2-3 minutes now. You can go grab a coffee, go toilet, and yeah, until I dry. Or drop some questions.
Nancy says she's new to art journaling and she's a huge fan and follows you on Instagram. She gets lots of inspiration from you.
Okay, that's good, because if you don't follow me on Instagram, just follow me. I do a lot of reels, how to do. They're fast reels, but techniques, yeah, always techniques. You can see a lot of things and ideas and get inspired. I have always the supply list under the video, so you can just understand if you miss something from the video. You can go and check the list and you will understand what I have been using.
Then ask which journal you're using.
I'm using this one. This is the Mixed Media Journal Stone Paper. Is under the Create Happiness line by Vicky in collaboration with Stamperia. So this is the one, A5.
We already linked it.
They already. Yes, I don't know. I don't look. They have to say these things. I don't know nothing. Me, I'm just the artist. Do I get paid for this, or it's free? If it's free, I can just stop here.
We give you snacks.
Guys, go grab some products, so I might get a dinner tonight.
What makes you like this one so much?
It's not that it's kind of like I prefer the stone paper.
Yeah.
Just it's thicker paper. Like it's more resistant to the products. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For some things, it would be better the other one. I mean, all the distress oxides, dyeing pads, whatever, you can blend them better on a normal art journal paper. Like I don't know how you call the product, the material, but just normal, regular. You can blend them better. But I like how resistant is the stone paper. So it's kind of like, and especially because I add a lot of mediums, I art journal and I add a lot of layers. So the normal paper, it kind of like bends easier.
Warps?
Yeah, warps. That's the word.
Yeah.
Warps.
Starsha says she's never art journaled, so this is very interesting to her. What made you start art journaling? Because it's new to you.
Actually, I will tell you, like I'm in this industry around 10 years. I'm doing things, I travel, I have been like in 85 countries around the world doing classes. I started doing my designs with Stamperia, the collections and everything. But I never really did anything on Instagram. So I said, okay, like everything gets to social media right now, influencers and everything. And I said, okay, look, I have to do something online, right? And I was thinking like what to do, because to create big mixed media projects every day is not possible. So I was thinking like, okay, what I'm gonna do. And I came with the idea of the 100 background techniques.
Right.
So I do the tags, that's like 100 background techniques. Now I think we are at 46, 47, something like that. By the way, to interrupt, Crackle paste, now the white one, same idea, palette knife, stay flat, lightly. Now it gets to a point that we're gonna start covering a little bit, okay? So, Crackle paste white. And I will start doing these 100 background techniques. And
That's
then,
on Instagram, guys.
yeah, on
You
Instagram,
follow
yeah.
them.
And then at some point I was like, okay, and what else I'm gonna do? Like, cannot be just this. And then I said, okay, let me do some art journaling. And then, because I made, basically what I like is the backgrounds. So I started doing these art journals and end up doing a lot of like backgrounds there, and I started having fun. And then I was like in love with it, because the things you can do in an art journal and the satisfaction you get, because the result is faster, right? So it's like, okay, that's my thing now. I love it. And I'm very happy that we did the classes art journal here and ends up having a lot of people, because I want, if it's possible, at some point to,
Do more like that.
to do more like that. And
Was it your first time teaching an art journal class, right?
it was different, my first time. It was different experience. But you could see like I'm super excited. So you can see, guys, now, right? We cover a lot. But as you can see, I try to keep some of the stencil intact. Even though, of course, I will just go and like even on top of the stencil with very, you see, like that, and you can see it through. This is the whole idea. You will be impressed how many layers we're gonna do on this one, right?
Yeah.
This already we are like stencil with ink, 2 different aqua colors, Crackle paste transparent, and that's why I focus mostly in some areas. That's the stencil, so I don't cover it, the Crackle transparent with the white. And then I add the white, because right now we need to add other colors. That was everything we did so far, was just to have something underneath. It was like, let's say it was a paper, a scrapbook paper, and we just stick it down. So we just create something. Now let's go and dry.
Lynn says your tag series is amazing on Instagram, the 100 backgrounds.
Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. So we did that. And now we
So
have
the
to
white-
dry.
This you put on thicker layer almost, right?
Thicker layer, yeah,
Yeah.
so it can crackle. Thicker layer. And now we're going to dry. It's going to take a little bit longer. But yeah, sorry guys, if you have any questions, just...
Yes, Nancy, he used more crackle paste, but this one is the
White.
not the transparent, right?
Yeah, transparent, white. Of course, the transparent, you cannot really see it. It crackles, but you cannot see it. I don't know, maybe, depends on the light. But we're going to use something eventually to just see. Now, this one is white, dries white, but the idea is anyway to use a different color on top anyway.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, what I'm doing basically, I'm just following. The whole idea is to follow a little bit the colors from the dog, right? So you see now, it's kind of like, doesn't really match. But eventually, with everything we're gonna do, we're gonna bring it very close to this.
So you guess you can't be scared of covering something you
No,
did.
no. I mean, this is the whole point. That's why I said in the beginning, every time I art journal, I don't know the road, the direction, I don't know the destination. But I will find the direction. It can be many directions. So I will find, I will change directions, I will whatever. But the destination is gonna show up. At some point you're gonna be like, okay, this is where I was going. So if you art journal like this, with this mentality, you're gonna be more creative and you're gonna have more ideas, because the people lacking in ideas, right? So when you want to go art journal and you cannot find the idea, you kind of like, you're frustrated. And then you kind of like, okay, probably I'm not in the mood to art journal. But if you just start without destination, without knowing what you're gonna do,
You'll enjoy the journey more.
yeah, exactly. And you don't know, and then more ideas will come. Like, look how many I have done like in 2 days, and in the most of them like in 2 hours I just did 3 of them.
Yeah.
Of course, okay, yes, maybe you can say I have the talent or something, yeah, okay, whatever, but it's the mentality also.
You have to be in the right headspace.
Yeah.
Lynn asked, if you let the white crackle paste dry without the heat gun, how long do you think it would take approximately?
It's gonna dry, but it's gonna take like at least 3 hours.
Yeah, because if you want to be able to go on top
Here
of it.
in Canada, like, yeah, right now, for sure, 3 hours, 4, depends.
Yeah.
But with a heat gun, but look, guys, look, with a heat gun, I mean, it's a good result, right? It's not that you don't get a crackle. And of course, I didn't go very thick because we do our journal, but yeah.
Is the dog that you're going to use rice paper?
Yeah. It's a rice paper, and we're gonna end up with this. Anyway, I'm gonna show you. This comes out from this rice paper. Very beautiful. We're gonna talk about the rice paper again. Okay, we're quite good. Just wait a little bit to cool down. And now it's time to play with, should we play with another color a little bit?
You know what Odette would say?
What?
She would say orange.
Orange?
But maybe closer to the end.
Yeah. Can I have a sponge?
Sponge?
Sponge. Any sponge. So I'm thinking to add a little bit acrylic color now from Stamperia. That's ivory and raspberry. Now the raspberry we will see, but I will start with the ivory for sure. I don't want the white to be white, so it's kind of like adding a little ivory. It's cream color. I think Natalie would know. So I'm gonna just add a little bit on the big area. You see, like I focus on where the most of the white. I'm not gonna drop color near the green. And I'm just waiting the sponge. I mean, it's easier. Oh, that's perfect.
You show them these too.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Oops, sorry.
Don't worry. Yeah, that comes from folk art. Ooh, I haven't used their acrylics for a long time. So this is the little sponge, very nice. They give you also a nice texture. So basically what I do, I just go and kind of like dabbing. Now at some point I will have to just also go on top of the green, but it's a nice way to do it because look, I just dab without thinking. where the big area is with the white. And then when I don't have too much color, then I go lightly, very lightly, and I just give this nice foggy, I would say, misty. Like you will see that when I go here, it's kind of like hazy. Yeah, oh, that's the word. Yes, perfect. Hazy, that's much easier for people to understand. When I have a lot of color, I'm just playing here, where the white is.
Someone asked, would the crackle paste, would it peel off? If you...
No.
No?
No. The only way the crackle paste will peel off if it's something like very glossy underneath. So you see, like when you don't have so much color, you just go and release the dab, like not very hard. And now is the time that you just kind of like going and blend all these areas. Hazy, I love that. Exactly, hazy. Yeah, look how here it looks, and look here, it's like, so hazy, that was a good one. But you do that when you don't have so much color. And it's good to have like a sponge that has this texture, because you have like better texture on your page also. And of course, doesn't need to be perfect. We don't need to cover everything. But I don't know if you can see on the camera like the difference between the cream and the white. I just wanted a little bit, sorry, a little bit ivory as a base. I didn't want to start with white. Yeah, you could mix the crackle paste. You could mix it with ivory paint and just apply. It's gonna crackle. It's not any problem. But I like also this look with a sponge, kind of like blending everything together.
Do you think you have a product that you use the most on your art journal pages?
Oh,
like the most often?
Yeah, because now this is a different question. Because if you ask me like in general products, I would tell you again the aqua color, the leather, the brown color we use. But on my journal pages, that's tricky. Probably, I don't know, man. What I use, like a lot.
I'm trying to think.
Like, right, yeah, exactly. Okay, that's okay. In its art journal page, black permanent ink, like
always.
Yeah, but okay, that's not like you cannot even consider a medium anymore. It's like it's basic,
standard,
it's more basic than
everybody
drinking water.
Yeah. You use a lot of paste though, right?
Not always.
No?
I mean, you're talking about paste, and like just to understand, no paste here. That was acrylic. It looks like the same. No paste here was acrylic. No paste here.
It's true. I'm thinking more
no paste here. Here was a lot of paste. But you understand, like it's not about that. It's kind of like. So guys, are you bored already, or are you enjoying? Yeah, maybe it's like, you know, sometimes watching a video is kind of like you want to go faster, you know. But we have the drying and everything. It's
part of the process, though.
It's part of the process, yeah. Now, if you do like that, oh my God, the texture you feel is like super much. It peel off a little bit here. So this is how it looks. I don't know, guys, if you can see that. I don't know how it looks on camera, but so far this is what we get up there. Look at this beauty.
People say they're enjoying 100%. They're
Okay,
really
that's
enjoying.
good. That's good. That's good. And imagine that we're going to do pinks and stuff. I cannot even believe it. Yeah, this is like the way of making the mess underneath. Now, let's go and add. Should we add a little bit of Distress Oxide, the Uncharted Mariner? Yeah, because look, it's kind of like I did green, but I don't have like any blue, right? So I'm gonna. You see what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like okay, I'm gonna try it. I don't know what's gonna happen, but like it's not a big deal, right?
Worst case, you cover it.
Yeah, of course. Or I remove it with baby wipe. It's like water reacting. So I'm gonna just try to just spray a little bit like here and there, and then maybe, okay, that's enough, I think. And then let's dry it. I don't want to do anything. It's gonna be like this.
Somebody asked, how do you usually clean permanent ink off a stencil you use?
Hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer. That's interesting. That works. It comes off really well.
Yeah, perfect.
I never would have thought of that. Oh, the blue is nice in there.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, for now.
How it turns out. Do you do that just to dry or also to spread it a little bit?
No, to dry, to remove whatever was like,
Very
you know,
wet.
very wet.
But it spreads it a little, which is cool.
Yeah. If it's wet, it's gonna spread like
Yeah.
this. I mean, usually you should dab.
Dab.
But you know me, I'm like now. Okay,
like to just-
it's like still at the
Yeah.
the bottom. So, okay.
It's looking like such a different blue online.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Really? I find it looks good.
So
Might be your brightness setting.
Yeah.
let's go add some dye ink. This is the raspberry from Vicky and Stamperia. And I think I'm gonna mix a little bit with distress oxide. We'll see. Let's see how it's gonna go. So first, why this they don't open now?
Is it too close?
Yeah, sometimes when they're new, you just need to hear it a little bit. So let's find the blending tools.
Genevieve says, she loves your confidence to use all sorts of different products from different companies. She wants to have more confidence to do that, like to play a little bit.
Yeah, I believe this is also the talent, right? For me, like I'm not afraid. But if you want to do that, just do it. Nothing holding you back. Because you do it at home. Nobody will see you. Just do it. Do it.
Just play.
And keep going. And the only thing that you need at the end, I will tell you, is a very tricky, that I'm using a big image and cover pretty much everything. That's a very easy art journaling because you
Right.
don't need to think too much about composition. So you can do something like that. Play, and then just stick something big and you're ready.
Don't be afraid to go outside your comfort zone.
Anyway, let's go and see what's going to happen now. Let's go and add.
The distress oxide you used was Uncharted Mariner, right?
That's correct.
Yes.
And now I'm using raspberry dye ink from Stamperia.
We will make a list, guys. We'll make a list of everything he used at the end, and we'll post it on the description of this video. Donc, on va faire une liste de tous les produits qu'il a utilisés aujourd'hui. On va mettre ça sur la description de la vidéo quand c'est posté. Odette says, just play. It's just paper.
Exactly. But this is what I'm doing basically now. Look at that. Like, I don't even know what's going to happen. The only thing I know for now is that the blue and like the distress oxide and the dye ink, I can remove them if I want. So that means that anything I don't like, I can just play around. And
People said it's very inspiring to see this, like, because when you see it in a fast reel, it looks like everything was an immediate thought. It looks like you had it all in your head already, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
harder for people to think they can do it themselves.
No,
When
no,
you
no.
see it like this,
My footage on Instagram is like usually an hour.
yeah,
So it's kind of like, and I have to cut it down to 1.5 minutes.
right.
So, yeah, needs time. And a lot of thinking. I mean, 1 hour, the footage. Now, sometimes can be 1 hour the video as well, like I know, comes well. Or sometimes a lot of smokes between and thinking and like taking breaks.
Taking breaks,
Yeah,
looking
so
at it.
You never know.
Michelle said some of the favorite things she's discovered were from accidents that she did.
Oh yeah, of course, 100%. Now what I'm doing here on the side, because I'm not gonna take a new blending tool when we're playing with. Now, Distress Oxide Dusty Concord.
Dusty Concord.
It's kind of like, because it's oxide on oxide, you see, can kind of like blend better than the dye ink before. So I kind of like now going on top of the blue. Because at the end the blue, I just want a little bit.
You're covering it a little bit now.
Yeah. And wait to see at the end, because everything's going to be covered with black. Not everything, but
There's some black, you like that.
some black. We need some black, yeah. So we keep going, right? Just like that. Kind of like get these two different colors. Raspberry and Dusty Concord. Now, I had also the seedless preserves, but no, it's okay. Enough.
Did you use the distress spray already?
Oh, yeah, was
Uncharted.
was the
Oxide spray.
Yeah, that's correct. And let me put them down here so we have everything that we use. Now, what we're gonna do next? Now is the time that I always add the black.
Okay.
Because I need contrast and I like black, right? So I'm going to use black soot oxide. Did I say it correctly? Soot?
Black suit. Yeah.
Soot.
Suit.
Soot.
Soot. Soot.
Yeah.
I didn't say it right.
Wherever. This. Soot. Soot. It's like shh. Anyway, and Distress Oxide spray, why not?
Same color.
Same color, right? Same color, because the ink always not very strong. And at the same time, black permanent ink, right? So look what we're gonna do. I'm going to take one of my blending tools. Now, yes, at home, even I do the same at home. It's kind of like, if I don't tell you what I do at home, I mean, I would be a liar. So I use pretty much sometimes, I mean, you're not gonna like it, this is not the correct way, but I use the same blending tool for black permanent ink, also for the dye inks. I know it's wrong. Yeah, Natalie moving her head. Okay, because that's yours, can you give me one blending tool for
Oxide?
Yeah, for oxide. Black. Sorry guys, yeah, Natalie is like moving.
She's giving him a look.
Yeah, moving her head.
But I'm just telling him that you should keep them separate.
I know you should keep them separate. So I just at home, I don't care, I just do it. So give me a new one, please.
Karen says you can pronounce soot, it rhymes with foot. So black soot.
And who said I can pronounce foot correctly?
Is a small one okay?
Yeah, whatever. Give me.
Small?
If it's big, it's better. Better result.
Use this one and I'll just call it oxide now.
Yeah, this is how we do it here. Use this one, I'm gonna call it oxide. That's good. Okay, let's go.
This is how we do it.
Okay, black suit, loading.
The crackles look so good on, like even on screen, like underneath.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Now, I'm going to charge here, like all this area. But you can see that,
Don't be
That's-
afraid to use black, guys.
yeah, it doesn't really do anything. I mean, it just makes everything a little bit darker. At the same time, you see I make a mess underneath, as
So you need your
always.
paper back.
Yeah, I know.
paper.
It's okay. I will put my paper with. Always like that. So yeah, it's kind of like give that dark look, but doesn't really do anything, right? That's why I want also the spray and the permanent. So we did that, and then I'm gonna just add a little bit from that side
Michelle, that's funny.
and a little bit there.
And
So-
this will be posted after, so don't worry if you have to cut in, cut out, come back.
So a lot from here to inside, just a little bit there. Now, it's time for some permanent black ink, because I want to make the edges darker, and still I'm gonna start from that side. Now I'm going for more dark, but of course I'm not gonna go all the way in as I did with the oxide. I will just go less, but I'm going to charge here like a lot.
You're using the VersaFine ink?
Yes, the
Yeah.
VersaFine ink, and it's called
Nocturne.
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 And when you say charge, you mean you
Charge, like
you-
charge mean like charge.
like charging.
Because I need some darkness. For what I want to achieve, I need darkness.
Yeah. And any permanent black ink would be good, right?
Any permanent
Yeah.
black ink, yeah, that's true.
Because Stamperia has one.
Yeah, yeah,
Vicky
yeah.
has one. Archival or.
Okay. So, and now, just a little bit spray, a little bit. Just a little bit. Mostly here, and then here. Just some splashes. And now you dry.
Aaron asks, are you going to activate the oxides with water or just leave them?
Of course! That's the whole point of what I'm doing all this time.
Of course. You skipped ahead.
Of course, the whole point I'm doing all of this, I bother all this time to just look, to have something underneath, the stencil, the green, everything, and then I put the, how you say, the pop-up colors, the purple, the blue, and then I just load a lot of black. It's because it's gonna look cool if you do the spraying.
Spraying with water.
Of course, this is the whole idea.
Liz says, I wish I could get my inking to look that good. You can.
Of course you can.
You can, Liz. Just play. This makes me want to start an art journal.
You can.
I can too, huh?
Everybody can. Now I think everybody can understand what I was saying in the beginning, right? That guys, the first layers, they're going to be covered. You see? Like I know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I still can see, I don't know in camera if they can see the stencil somewhere here and there.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can still see it.
Yeah, because my main thing is not the stencil. Like that wasn't the main thing of the beautiful stencil. We can use it on top as well, right?
Yeah.
But this is not the main thing. Maybe I will go and use it again on top. No, but
It's in the back.
It's in the background.
yes, yes.
Oh, everyone wants me to start journaling now. Everyone's saying. Was that black oxide that you used? The last ink was permanent.
Yes. So let me show you what I did. After we put the Crackle paste white and we did the Ivory, the acrylic. Okay. After that was first spraying with Distress Oxide Uncharted Mariner. This is the blue you see, kind of blue you see in the, but now it's a lot of things on top. But anyway, so we spray with that, we dry. Then we took Distress Oxide Dusty Concord and Raspberry dye ink pad from Stamperia. This is what you see, all the pinks and purples, and I went with a Dusty Concord also on top of the blue. So this is what you see. And then I went mostly from this area and a little bit around the edges with black soot, Distress Oxide. Then I took the black permanent, the VersaFine, and I went a little bit around the edge just to have some permanent ink down. And then I spray with black soot, the Distress
Also
Oxide.
oxide, yeah.
Also oxide, okay. That's why you see the splashes and a little bit more color here.
No.
So let's take the leftover, just like that, and just like that.
And guys, the RonRon rice paper, we're getting more. We're always going to continue to order from them. So We'll get more. Antonis bought a lot.
Yeah, because it's easy to get inspired. You know, I got inspired as soon as I saw them, and that's why I did all these pages. It's so easy to play with them.
And it's a good way to start if you have a one that
Yeah,
you
of course,
like.
because a big thing, right? You have a big focal point. Now, spray. Somebody said about spray, watering. Yeah, of course, water. It's all about. Now it's gonna be the fun. I could show them another technique, but no, it's okay because I don't know how it's gonna look at the end. So now, the classic thing.
It's a very light, but it's like just a
Like, yeah.
very light.
Well, with Tim's bottle, you can either spray or you can make it spit.
Oh, so you're doing
Yeah, I'm doing
Spit.
something between, yeah.
a little bit of spray, a little bit of spit.
Yeah. Okay, this you have seen before. I'm not the first one doing that. Just to give this nice look. Look at that. And I want a little bit like more there. I like that. Yeah.
We'll try and get some orange in there later.
Yeah, I will
Ladies
decide.
love orange.
I will decide. Too much for the moment. You see how it comes? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't come with the first, then you can just go and spray more like in a certain area and start coming.
And if you see something Antonis uses and we're out of stock, we're gonna get more, so it's okay. Not, just send us an email, but we'll know. Yeah, we already have orders coming in, so it's no problem.
I'm going to add some brown permanent ink because I don't want more dark, but I want where the look. I don't know if you can see it. Look the
Oh,
color.
wow.
Look the color it gets. Look
When
down
you put
here.
that over
Yeah.
like a blue and stuff, it
Look at this,
gets-
guys. Down here. You see the crackle there?
Yeah.
So that is very good when you put the brown. This permanent ink brown from Vicky and Stamperia. So just all the crackle transparent.
People said the water really added it, like changed it too.
Yeah, and it also blends everything together, right?
Yeah.
And the
Do the same thing with archival brown and versifying brown.
Yeah, any good permanent brown ink will do this effect for you. Versifine, archival.
And
People
what-
are really impressed. They're really getting all sorts of hearts. People, Karen says she's swooning.
And what's the cool thing about it is that the permanent ink now doesn't remove the oxides. It doesn't destroy what we have done, right? And still, if it did, you can just go and spray a little bit of water. Still is there, right? So basically, all of this was to give some different shade and also just kind of like bring the crackle. Now let's spray a little bit of water here to just get a little bit more texture. Yeah, we brought this back. Okay. And then we're going to do my favorite part. You know what's my favorite part, right?
What's your favorite part?
Stenciling.
Stencil.
Oh, look at
Look
that.
at how good he looks already. Look, there's orange in the dog, so there you
Yeah,
go.
we do some orange. We do, I promise. But okay, we do now. You want now? We do now.
You do it your
but
way.
I will do acrylic orange from Stamperia because I cannot add another ink. So acrylic now. I need a stencil brush though. Do you have any stencil brush?
Yeah, it's coming up.
So acrylic, craft matte, spray water, and then with a stencil brush I'm going to do some splashes. Yeah, just put them here. So I think the big one. Okay, stencil brush, taking the acrylic with the water, and then go and just throw some splashes here and there, right?
Genevieve says she's learning that it's layering. That's the secret.
That's the secret.
She doesn't do a lot of layering.
A lot of times on my videos, I get comments, oh, what's the point of using like this thing? We don't see it eventually. And I'm like, yeah, but this is the whole point, right? This is the whole point of like having fun. You don't have to see everything. Yeah. Okay, so this in the water, and
what orange paint did you just use?
Is there just acrylic orange
Yeah,
from
we got
Stamperia,
that.
Allegro? I know, you got it. We might use a little bit more later,
Yeah.
because now is the stamping, right?
Yeah.
So now we are going to do my favorite part, stamping. Super cool, huh? So far.
So cool. It's so cool to see it like this because I'm one of those people. When I see a 1 minute reel, I just think, oh, it's so easy. Like it comes so easy to him, and maybe it does come easy, but you really sit with it.
No, never comes easy.
Yeah.
You need some process. Looks easy.
People are loving the colors, and yeah, people love the Allegro paints. Good paints.
Good paints, that's true. Anyway, so now is the time for the best part. But we can put the rice paper down first, or we can put it after. Let me decide. So this guy is going to be there, and then I'm gonna do the stamping.
He already looks so good with it.
But I feel like I might put him a little bit later.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's kind of like, and then we can stamp on him. Yeah. So stamping, that's my favorite part. From where you want to start? Like we have thousands and thousands of stamps.
So many stamps.
Yeah, let's think. Besides that, these two became my favorite. This again is from RonRon. This is the foam ones. Super cool. Look at these guys. Like super cool. Just cool. I love them. And I got them, of course. I have to get them. Good price as well. Like amazing. So we have these ones. Now is the time that I think a little bit. I mean, I can use things that I already did before. If I had the script, like I don't have a script, like I don't have any stamp with a script.
Oh, the fairy's gonna bring you one. The fairy godmother is gonna bring.
Can I use this one? I will buy it. This one.
Yeah?
I will use this one. Seth Apter. All about texture. I love this one.
What's the number of it?
The number is ESA 42. A good one. ESA 42. I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna get it. That's a nice number. And we have cool lettering here. Love it.
Nancy says, love that you can use rice papers over a dark base and not lose the color of the rice paper, the bright colors. But you can do both, right?
Yeah,
You've
of
done
course.
it. You've covered some of it and made it
of
more in
course.
the background.
So let's play a little bit with this stamp. And also, I want to use this stamp by Sarah Newman.
Yeah.
Newman. Is it German? Is it just German?
Sarah Newman?
Yeah, sounds like German. Because I like this lettering here.
What about this
Ooh, that's beautiful also.
Instead of that.
this
Yeah, I take them out now, but I like this one as well.
Yeah, I'll just use
Very
this.
beautiful.
Because you asked for a script.
Yeah, that's a beautiful script as well. You see, like, that's why, I mean, if you have stamps, you use stamps. Ooh, that has also this thing. Okay, I'm gonna, sorry, Sarah Newman, not today. Let's go back to Seth.
That's ESA number 44.
So, this is the 44 one. So let me put that on the side. And let's start with this. We have an acrylic block. Come on, guys. Help me. Help me. Help me.
Acrylic blocks. Help me, help you.
Help me, help you. We need an acrylic block. Something.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Right up.
Do something.
Blocks of all shapes.
Do something.
The orange does add a nice touch actually.
Yeah, the orange is gonna make it even
There's
better
all
now.
sorts
Look.
of different sizes.
Look what we're gonna do now. We're gonna put the stamp on the acrylic block. And then I'm gonna take my permanent ink. Guys, are you bored yet?
Never.
Never? Okay. So I'm gonna use some stamp. Hopefully, wherever. Let me see how it is. Oh, it's like this. Okay. So let's go now and just add some stamping here and there. I know you don't see it.
You'll see it.
Yeah, it's normal. I mean,
Black on black. How do you decide where to stamp?
I kind of like, usually like I'm gonna make a triangle. So it's kind of like here, there, and then I will just
classic
come.
composition rule,
Yeah,
right?
classic, yeah.
Somebody asked where you're traveling to next. Ontario.
I'm going to Ontario, and then I have 5 weeks in Latin America.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is like kind of like the first layering. But what I was thinking also, I'm gonna use this stamp again, remember. Not now, but I'm gonna use it. Now, I need something thicker. Like bigger lettering. And I will tell you something about stamping. Always you stamp on top of the other stamps. That's always, like always together. Put your stamps together. Don't place them in a different positions. It's always where you place the first one, you're going to place also the other ones. Layering and layering.
You don't want them to be floating, right?
Exactly.
On their own.
So you see, I put this one. And then I remember I have my beautiful stamp. This is from Tracy Scott, amazing artist.
Our friend.
And of course we have this one. That's another beautiful stamp.
Which one is that?
This is the coffee stain. This is the ETS 41. That's easier with acrylic block. Add some stains. You see, I keep going like next or on top or like, you see, like blending always together. You see, kind of like always same composition. It's a triangle. Doesn't matter, like could be up here, there, there. I mean, you decide. But it's always kind of like triangle and always just kind of like adding on top of each other. Okay. Now, let me see if I'm going to add any more stamp for now. Like, yeah, I would love to use this one here from the first stamp, the 44 from Seth After. I got this one and I got this one, this nice designs. So I'm going to take a longer, just like that. Oh, that's the lid.
Natalie does love circles. I love those coffee stain ones, like the little circle stains. I would use those on every page I do.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I don't like that. So if you don't like something very fast, you have to, like the way it's stamped. You see now it's a mess. What we're gonna do? Simple. We have to find another stamp to just put
Go
there.
on top. This is good. It's good when you see this, though. It's
Yeah,
good
yeah.
for them to see that.
okay, if this happened, like I would just find something else to just put on top. So now I'm gonna use this element. Because the ink is very juicy, if you do something and you don't like it, you just go and clean it very fast. I cannot use baby wipe or hand sanitizer because underneath is the oxides and everything, right? So it's kind of like...
There are no mistakes in art, Lynn says.
Of course, never. You just do. You see, like, I don't worry, I just keep going. I like this stamp, but didn't stamp the way I wanted. I don't know why. Let me add this stamp then.
I hope this is inspiring some of you to art journal, because it's doing that for me.
1, 2. I will just go and just, yeah, something down there. There's not, I don't know, this needs a different, like brighter background. But I have an idea, by the way. We'll see how it's gonna work. You see how I add textures?
Yeah, so much on top of everything. It's like, I never would think to do that.
Yeah, you keep going. Until you like. If you don't like something, like this one here, I don't like how it comes out. You see, I kind of like smudge it around.
Yeah.
I can do that especially because there's a distress oxide underneath, and look what I'm gonna do now. Like I can just go here and just spray a little bit and lift some of the color. So it's kind of like make it more interesting down here. You see, kind of like blends everything, it's okay. And I have an idea for down there. We'll see.
Genevieve said, do you have your idea before starting your work?
Of
or
course
do you
not.
Just think?
Of course not. I just think. I just keep going now. Why you would think I have? Of course, I don't have any idea what I'm doing. 100%. Like I'm telling you, like honestly.
Yeah, no plan. She said, do you have a plan? Do you make a plan? No. Maybe you have one item that you really want to use, like
Yeah.
rice paper, for
Like the rice
example.
paper, yeah. So if I put it at choice, okay, that's choice. So we'll put the word choice also here.
Even with words, you don't have to see the whole thing, always.
Yeah. Choice. You see, it's mixed. I don't know if guys. Let me see what you see in the camera. I mean, look all the mixing of the stamping.
It's like this now here.
Can you see? It's like just adding background, like texture, layering. And now I'm going to dry a little bit to help the ink dry, and then I'm going to add some more stamping in a different way. Look at that. Beautiful. So, speaking of orange, right? Look what we're going to do. I'm gonna take back my acrylic block and then I'm gonna add coffee stains, and we're going to get the acrylic, the orange acrylic, the sponge, and now we are going to have some fun with orange.
Look at this. Put paint right on the stamp.
Yeah. It's not going to be vibrant,
Yeah.
but it's going to give a nice, you see? It's not going to be vibrant, but it's going to give some texture. And at least it's like permanent.
Yeah.
Because when it dries permanent. And I was thinking to do also that with this. Now this we have to clean it very fast.
Baby wipe.
Baby wipe, yeah. I mean this, you don't want the acrylic paint to dry on your stamp. You go clean it under the water and everything's good. Or with baby wipe. I want to do the same with this stamp. This stamp is like this. So, acrylic paint. Put the paint down. Top of your stamp, and I think this is like never like this. So this is how we're gonna fix here. Look at that! Some pop-up color.
Odette's gonna be happy with the orange.
Yeah, because now
Gonna
this,
bring it out of the dog, that's why. The dog has orange.
because this one gives us now like kind of like some pop-up color here and there. Look this beauty.
I just realized, what if some people haven't seen you online or anything before? You wanna tell them a bit about you?
About me,
Yeah, maybe.
I'm 42 years old. My name is ANTONIS TZANIDAKIS. I haven't drank for the last 5 months. No, what do you want me to tell them?
That's where you.
If they don't know me
from-
at all,
you're
like
from Stamperia.
I'm from
You're-
Stamperia. I'm a designer. I travel and teach classes around the world. I'm having fun. One of my favorite places to come here in Montreal when Natalie is not around. But that gave something, right?
Yes, that gave some.
I don't like talking about myself. You see how awkward I am?
I get it.
Yeah, like to say what?
Just a little.
Just talk about you. He's
Yeah.
annoying. Just
He's
like
okay.
Just like a brother.
Yeah. But also, Antonis designed the Master of Magic collection that we have here in the store,
And many others.
and many other collections. And don't you have a alias, like your nickname,
Sir Vagabond.
Sir Vagabond?
Dye ink pad orange from Stamperia. Let's see if this is gonna do anything. I don't think I like. You see what I said? Like, let's see if this is gonna do anything. I don't know. I'm just trying. Like,
it.
yeah. Sometimes you just have to, yeah, just give something. A very, 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 like,
So
yeah, very subtle. Like, to nothing. But as you can see, I keep going back and back in the same, pretty much, areas.
always, always.
Always. You see, I didn't stamp anything just around, only these things.
Yes.
So I have been using so many things, I don't know where to put them.
We're gonna make a list.
Anyway, so now, guys, what we're gonna do next? Do we need to, should I put the flowers again?
Why not?
Want?
Why
Right?
not? I love
I
those
want this-
flowers.
But I
Why
have
not?
more on order.
Yeah, this is kind of like my signature the last days. It's like this stamp here, the flower.
Favorite.
I just love this
It'll
one.
be your flower book.
I'm gonna just do it. No, let's put first the dog. Okay. Dog time. For the ones you just coming in, we have this beautiful rice paper from RonRon. And actually Canadian company, huh?
Yeah,
You have to
okay.
say that.
Company from Quebec.
From Quebec. Okay. And I fussy cut. Yeah, Natalie was asking like, hey, why you fussy cut the rice paper? Because it gives me the opportunity to do it. I mean, you can see it's clean lines. So I just want to cut it and I don't want to blend the rice paper into the background. The idea was just to use only the dog and create my own background. Okay. But of course, you could just rip and just blend it.
Wet it.
Yeah, wet it and everything. So this is the rice paper. Does it have a code? 205. Now, we have one problem.
It even has a name.
The dog?
Well, the
Oh,
the
sorry.
paper.
025, guys.
025. What
Yeah.
name?
Pitous.
Piteux.
Petit. Yeah, okay.
I wanted him to read.
Don't laugh with me. So, we have an issue though. Okay, we cannot glue the rice paper here. Because if we do it, we're gonna lose the colors. You want the rice paper to be vibrant. So the rice paper always, you can glue it on white surfaces, like very bright colors. So is a solution for that. I will show you now, is a little technique. So you put the rice paper upside down, you take primer, and you just cover the rice paper from the back.
That's Stamperia primer, right?
Yeah. So basically, this is what you do. Look, you just go and cover the rice paper from the back. That's a very easy technique. We used to do that 10 years ago when we do a lot of decoupage in Greece. This is the only way you can glue rice paper on a black surface, very dark colors.
Tissue papers too.
Tissue papers, I guess, okay, as well. So you just cover from the back. Of course, it's going to become harder, but you will be able to glue it down with a craft glue. Do we have craft glue here? Ah, I have glue. Yeah, I have.
You'll say that's a good tip, good
Yeah, yeah.
technique.
Yeah, you just cover. Doesn't need to be perfect. Just cover a thin layer. Then move it around. Put the brush in the water. Clean a little bit the area, and then we have to dry. I mean, this is gonna dry very fast. That's why it's better with gesso or primer. Don't use acrylic. The acrylic is very fluid, very liquid. What? What happened? They're just saying something. They are talking, gossiping behind my back, in front of me, but I don't pay attention. So, okay, that's ready now. And because on our page today, that I don't know where's the, here, we have a lot of oxides and everything, and I cannot use mixed media glue to glue this down. Any glue come out, it's gonna look like, it's gonna be shiny and everything. I cannot clean with baby wipe because I'm going to destroy all the texture, right? So what I have to do, I have to use craft glue. And today we have this one right here. I mean, white glue is not my favorite, 100%, but I mean, what you can do, they don't have my favorite.
Which is your favorite?
What's your
The
favorite?
craft glue from Stamperia, of course, the best glue. Do you remember?
have it?
Do you remember? Yeah, it's okay, but you don't have open.
Oh.
You don't remember what the lady said in the classes? She said, Antonis, since you told me about this glue, my life is way better.
Oh, really?
She's living a happy life.
That's all
I didn't know it was life-changing.
Oh, it is. Besides that, this one, like, you have to be so squeezing too much.
So this one is your favorite, just to
Yes.
show them.
This one is my favorite. But really, it's good glue. Like, you're gonna be, like, trust me. Like, you can buy this glue, craft glue. If you don't like it and it's not life-changing, you will just come here and Natalie is going to refund you, and I'm gonna pay for it for you. Like, it's such a good glue. I'm careful, but I know. Like, look, this one, for example, like, I have to squeeze like crazy. Besides that, the craft glue from Stamperia doesn't glow.
People have, didn't you say, somebody said that she made her life easier when she bought it?
Life-changing.
Life-changing.
It also comes in this format.
Comes in this format, but this is not for, like, some people.
Well, you would apply it with a brush.
No, no.
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 This is for, like, scrapbook papers, like big surfaces.
So he doesn't have an open one to use, but that's the one he suggests you use.
And we have our dog down. Look at this, that's so cute. Look at this doggy. And the other doggy.
They're friends.
They're friends. I mean, look how happy, not happy, I mean, it's cute. And this is like his girlfriend, that's so grumpy, look, always. Look at that. Anyway, now what we need some stamping.
She was smiling this morning.
No,
Yes, she was.
she's not smiling anymore.
Maybe the dogs are you and Antonis.
Should we use, you know what I want to use? You had a stamp with hearts, like this one, yeah. Can I use the white ink? Yeah. Like another stamp, 085. I just want to use just the heart and stamp with white. Somebody asked yesterday, like how many products you need. It's not, I don't know, I don't have an answer. It's kind of like,
What you have. Use what you have.
like look at that now. Like immediately, like you have the white, you have a heart, and just immediately just give some light to the project, right? Look, brings the brightness a little bit here. So yeah, you need that.
Yeah, what white ink is that?
This is the Hero
Unicorn, right?
Arts. Yeah, no. This is my favorite.
Yeah,
Unicorn up
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Unicorn. I don't know. Since I found it here, I just bought one, and I'm so happy that I have some white.
Add so much.
Yeah, add so much because it's like bright, dark, so we need some balance. So this is what you do when you have things. But you have to put the paper down also to understand what's missing, right? Look, I'm going to put my stamp, and I have Natalie moving her head. God.
And yet you stopped.
Yeah, because you stressed me. Now look what I did now. I don't like it there.
No backseat crafting.
I'm not backseat crafting.
Backseat journaling.
Look what I did. Now I had to put up here to balance this one up there. That's your fault.
That's my fault.
Of course it is.
Bonjour tout le monde qui nous rejoint. Hi everybody who's just joining. We'll have the full video posted later. We're here with Antonis. Having some fun, art journaling.
Having some fun.
Having some fun. If you have any questions for him, he's here to answer. He's happy to answer questions. Si vous avez des questions, êtes pas gêné, on peut
Demander à lui.
Acrylic raspberry.
on peut,
On peut traduire.
On peut traduire aussi si c'est nécessaire.
Acrylic raspberry from Stamperia. So let's go and do some coloring, right? So now what I'm going to do, let me dry a little bit first.
People say they're having so much fun watching you. It's so cool. We never get to do something like this. I mean, we have short demos sometimes, but it's cool to see a whole page come together.
Now we're going to have some fun.
People say they're taking notes.
That's good, that's good, that's good. That's the point. But you see, you just need, look now, this like, that comes together now. Look at that.
Belinda says hello from Berlin.
From Berlin.
Yeah.
Hello, Belinda. How are you?
Belinda, nice to see you.
Thanks for joining.
Belinda Basson.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Belinda and I got to go out to dinner together last year at Creative Worlds. We had a nice dinner
Yeah?
together. Yep.
When you went to Germany, right? I remember.
Yep.
I remember that you text me after I go. Very nice. I didn't remember that you were coming. You know?
Yeah. Wow.
So now just repeating, and the color is a little bit translucent. You can see. I mean, if you want, you can just go dry and add more layers.
That almost looks like dog ears now, Dinah.
Oh, those
funny.
look like rabbit ears.
Yeah. Just looks like animal ears. It's cute.
Karen loved the one on the bottom, she said.
This one?
Yeah, she said you heard me suggesting that all the way from where she is, Ontario, right?
Yeah.
And you can see like the painting doesn't need to be perfect. And I don't know if anybody like following me all these years, like probably thinking like, oh my God, Antonis doing hearts. But guys, I never said I don't like cute stuff. And at the end, look, I'm using hearts on top of like super dark background. So it's kind of like, it's my style. The hearts is something that we just needed. And it's because of the paper, like the paper asking for hearts. So it's not my fault, it's RonRon's fault. They make me do it.
Belinda says dinner was great. You guys have some drinks?
Yeah, we just had a great time. We were with Barb as well, and I think Eileen.
So
Yeah,
now, let's go and dry. Okay, we can, I mean, I can keep going on top just to add more layers, so it's gonna be more vibrant. But I don't know, what I should do? Should I do more layer? No, like more, more
For the hearts?
for the hearts.
I would probably do,
One,
on that page, I would probably do one more.
one more layer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, just if you want them to be brighter.
Yeah, yeah, I want. Okay.
Actually, just the edge like that looks nice. They look shady.
Yeah, it looks like a shading.
We'll see. I cannot do that
You
to
can't
look
say.
equally. Maybe. Let's see. So now is the boring part. Like you have to see me watching me just doing, just coloring, but it will just make everything so much better, right? What you?
We're just so,
I don't like that. I
No.
don't like that.
just talking shop.
I don't like this.
It's nothing to do
Not
with you.
about you.
Doesn't matter.
It's just not to be on the, we don't want to take away from your video with our loud voices.
That other layer adds nice brightness
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, but the thing is that's gonna, when it dries,
It's going to bother you, huh?
no, when it
You'll
dries,
stamp over some of it.
no, I will just might stamp like,
They'll say it looks amazing. It really brings out the pink of the dog, too.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But that was the whole idea, like something to bring together. It's like exactly here, you see? Like these two colors is the colors that the dog has,
Yeah.
orange, blue. So it kind of like brings everything together.
Donc, c'est toujours fun de prendre tes couleurs de le point focal sur ton page, mais pas trop. Donc, il faut juste sortir une touche pour encore, tu ne veux pas retirer l'œil de ton point focal, mais de juste ajouter et aider l'œil à suivre juste à votre point focal.
I need a lot of layers here, later, off camera. Because when you dry, you can see that that needs 4 layers to really,
Yeah. Blend in more.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's perfectly imperfect.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love
More
it.
layers.
I love it so much.
So what else we should do? Where is the pen, the white pen you gave me? Ah, the Posca one. Here.
Careful, careful, check it first,
What to check?
that it won't just bleed on your thing.
I'm always checking, guys, you have to know that. I'm always checking on top of the project. Like I never check. If something happened, I will figure out. Just add some more texture here and there.
I love the white Posca pen.
Yeah, it's very
That
nice.
tiny,
Vibrant.
tiny tip is what I love.
Pa-pa-pam, pam, 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 pa-pam.
The white Posca pen, the one with the tiny, tiny tip.
Well, let me dry again. Ooh, we can do this, guys. Look. I think it's gonna look cool.
You're getting more of the dogs, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm about to make my whole other order.
Genevieve says, my husband is starting art journaling. What is the best Stamperia product I should buy for him first?
a journal?
Journal,
Yeah,
yeah.
get the stone paper journal.
The stone paper
But you,
journal.
like you said, you love the leather aqua color, right?
Huh? The leather
the
aqua
leather
color as
aqua
well, yeah.
color?
I mean, he's a guy also that probably he will want to.
Yeah, I agree, Belinda. The Posca is my go-to for white. I know a lot of people love the Uniball gel pen. It's fabulous, but I know my Posca is always going to be there and ready for me.
And this is what he said yesterday was his favorite medium yesterday. So if you want to get that for your husband, gives a really cool effect. J'adore vraiment très beau. J'aimerais recevoir ce page avec le visage en papier de riz. Yeah, if you guys want any of the rice papers, you can send us an email. I'll add the email address again. We just don't want to lose track of any of your requests. So I'll put the email address and we're going to place the order. We've got more coming. So you can go on their website and look at their rice paper and we can special order it.
Just like that, and
Donc,
then
tous les produits en rupture du stock, il n'y a aucun problème parce que je suis en train, j'en ai déjà un panier ouvert, de passer ma prochaine commande. Donc, c'est juste de nous envoyer un courriel à SC Special Orders @commercialgmail.com et vous allez être dans la batch que je commande tout de suite. Et il y a plus que juste les papiers de riz, ils ont les morceaux en bois en français et aussi ils ont des étampes en mousse, certaines qui sont des images et certaines qui sont des mots en français.
Those are the foam stamps that Antonis keeps talking about. Those come from RonRon as well.
yeah, this one's. I will stamp now. It's gonna be my last thing. Okay, stop playing now.
Antonia says she loves the polka dots and the doodling. That's so fun.
All about texture, 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 texture. Now, let's stamp my favorite stamp. Oh, the book there. It's gonna end up my signature stamp.
Nancy says she's going to need more rice paper glue. Yes.
He didn't even use
He didn't even use it. It's true.
He uses mixed media glue, he uses the craft glue.
Such a cool stamp. Look at that. Look at this cuteness. And we need also one there.
Can you clean those rubber stamps also? Just a baby wipe?
You
or
can just wash them.
just wash them?
I mean, you can wipe them with a baby wipe. But
Oh, RonRon's here. Hi, RonRon Designs.
Hello, guys.
il travaille encore avec vos papiers de riz.
Oui. Et vos...
Et vos étampes en mousse aussi. Il l'aime tellement, tellement. Il vient de dire
Have the
que
doggies.
ça peut être son étampe signature.
Il joue avec ça, toujours.
I think that everybody believes that we need more orange, right?
Yeah.
And now it's just the same process. Like go just paint. Probably would be another product that could do that, but just
You're still using the Allegro paint, right?
yeah, the Allegro paint, the orange. I mean, whatever you have.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice orange for sure.
Yeah, it's nice orange.
I think it's just orange this one. We have a live studio audience here a little bit.
Now this one, I don't know how many layers, but eventually it's gonna come like this with a lot of layers.
Zar
You have-
says, so you can use different glues for rice paper.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
You want just a nice thin kind of glue. You don't want it to be too heavy. And often with rice papers, depending what you're going to do on top, people often seal the top as well. So they go over the top of the rice paper with the glue as well. Not always,
Yeah,
but
so
it is an option.
Sophie says, what's the difference between the rice paper glue and the mixed media glue?
The rice paper glue is made for rice paper, so it's probably just, I don't know if it's more fluid or thinner, but how come you don't use the rice paper? Just because the mixed media works and that's what you have?
Yeah.
Donc, lui, il a testé le mixed media et ça marchait, donc il n'y a aucune raison d'acheter un rice paper glue. Mais peut-être, si jamais il a une en avant de lui, il va trouver qu'il l'aime mieux. On ne sait jamais, jamais. Mais au moment, il l'a jamais utilisé.
Oh.
So,
Everyone is writing RonRon saying that Antonis is live and using their products.
ah,
Well, merci de nous joindre.
encore,
Encore, oui.
il était là le jeudi passé aussi.
I know now that I'm doing boring stuff, but
Not at all.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I mean,
boring.
I'm just saying like
It's
just
so nice to
just
see.
painting is
That's okay.
So nice to see.
not the best thing to do, but it's to a point that you have to do these things because it's the final touches.
And you'll know RonRon that Antonis bought a bunch of the products that he's bringing
Yes.
home with him.
Yeah, because I have been doing all these journals and I haven't made reels. So when I go home in June, I will just, just make some reels. with
So
them.
I'm sure you'll see more of your products.
More orders, I guess, as well. That's good. Okay. Oh, it's down there. That's why it's not balanced.
Quel produit il a utilisé à l'arrière du petit chien en rice paper? Oh, it's a
il
bunch of
utilisé
layers.
Plein de produits.
On va partager la liste de produits à la fin, mais aussi
You see how different it
Yeah.
paints on top of the rice paper because it's porous?
Yeah.
So now we have to bring everything into
that color. Yeah.
that color.
Donc, à la fin de la vidéo, on va mettre une liste de les produits qu'il a utilisés, premièrement. Deuxièmement, la vidéo, il va rester là, en direct. Donc, vous pouvez revisionner encore pour voir ce que tu as manqué.
tous les couches, right? Layers?
All the layers,
All
toutes
the
les
layers.
couches.
Parce que c'est beaucoup. Il y avait de crackle paste,
Deux sortes.
deux sortes de crackle paste, de oxyde en spray et en tampon.
Stencil is at the bottom.
Yeah, Stencil was the first thing he did. Some stamps, some script stamps, some word stamps. Il y avait beaucoup.
Plein de choses.
The person see it's very, very generous of you to do this and share your.
Ah, thank you. That's all right. Look, I'm having fun. Trust me. If I
Il
didn't,
adore faire le art journaling au moment.
Wait.
if I didn't like it, I wouldn't do it.
Plus, he's getting dinner, right?
I don't know what dinner this will be, but
At least we had nice weather for him yesterday.
so do you have any questions? I mean,
Est-ce qu'il y a
I see
d'autres
less
questions?
people here because they're bored.
It's just
No,
late. A
it's
lot of people
because-
said they have to go pick up their kids, so they're going to come back and watch.
It's
it
late. I don't know if
afterwards.
we're gonna have time to do a second
No.
one.
That's okay.
Yeah. I mean, we could, but
Maybe we do it and we film you and then post it like. when it's
yeah,
all
it just
done.
takes time. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not.
You work till midnight tonight. Then maybe we let you out for supper.
The thing is that I'm always like I take time because it's the layers, it's the drying, it's the process.
But you need the layers.
You need the layers. Like what I'm doing now, it's very important for me because I know that it's gonna look so much better if you just bring this orange.
Yeah.
Do you have a black marker, like a little marker?
Yeah, you borrowed it the other day and I didn't
Is
get it
this
back.
is this black?
No, that's an embossing pen. Yeah, that's an embossing pen.
So people said they could stay here all night watching you.
Just painting the flower?
Just playing.
Guys, that's
Oh,
boring now.
Someone asked what you did at the edges of the stone paper, where it's not perfectly straight.
I was making this art journal and I just took the scissors and I just cut randomly. So I give different shape, more interesting.
So just cut with scissors. Because
Yeah.
ripping, it would have been a little bit more.
It's
difficult.
you cannot rip the,
Yeah,
the
this
stone
type
paper.
of paper. Yeah.
No.
So it's cut.
Just cut, yeah. I don't remember how many layers I did on the other page.
Probably so many. People are saying it's so fun. It's like a Friday night. Friday night.
Yeah, but then you get a rude awakening when you realize it's only Tuesday.
It's not Tuesday. Oh, it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Oh, damn it. I post a new reel today on Instagram thinking that's Wednesday. It's okay. I mean, since I start traveling again, I lost my schedule. So, layers over layers. I mean, we're gonna stamp something inside there, I'm thinking. What do you think, guys? Should we stamp?
What do you think?
Inside the flowers?
Est-ce qu'on étend plus dans la fleur? What do you guys think? Somebody asked again, what is special about stone paper?
The stone paper is like, that's why they call it stone. It's kind of like very resistant. You cannot tear it apart.
Indestructible.
Indestructible.
That's why you can't rip it. You have to cut it.
Indestructible paper. That sounds so good. You see, you cannot even find your stuff at your stuff.
I'm just trying to find one that is going to be good for you.
Encore, ça c'est le stone journal qu'il utilise. Somebody says they didn't know you before, excited to follow you now.
Oh, thank you, guys.
She's going to Greece soon,
Ooh.
and actually Athens.
Okay, I live literally like 5 minutes from the airport.
Yeah, maybe you can give some spots. Some
If
hot
I'm
spots.
there and you need a lift, just text
Si
me.
t'as besoin,
Hopefully I see it on time.
il dit peut t'aider avec te conduire à des places.
I'm literally like 5 minutes from the airport in Athens,
Yeah,
International Airport.
And you can follow him on Instagram. He posts a lot of cool videos on Instagram. People are saying thank you so much for sharing. This is so
welcome,
cool.
guys.
Oh, Julie says she's been practicing techniques you showed on Saturday.
That's good. That's the spirit.
And
Okay.
yes, they said you should stamp.
Which one?
This one. I'm too tired of doing orange. and where's the orange? I cannot find it now.
Right here.
Right there.
But you can go back and finish the orange after.
Yeah. Lynn said
Yeah,
you could.
but I want to stamp.
Lynn says you could do a script stamp on the
Yeah,
flowers.
yeah.
on
This
the flowers.
is what I'm planning. Yeah. It's not the easiest to just go and get like a stamp only inside the pad. You just stamp a little bit.
Merci à tout le monde. Je sais, il y a des personnes qui doivent avoir le souper. Souper?
Oui, prends le souper.
Prendre
Oui.
souper. I know some of you have to go have dinner or make dinner for the family, otherwise they're not eating
I
tonight.
don't even
And
know
make
what time
dinner
it is.
for us and just send an
It's
address.
5:45.
5:45. Are we like 2 hours? Oh my god! I thought like it's an hour. Okay. I'm stamping. Wait. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I thought it was like an hour.
Non, mais tout le monde s'amuse. S'amuse.
Anyway, after that, I just go and like kind of like touch
Trace.
up a little bit, yeah, with a tiny marker because it's kind of like makes sense, right?
Yes.
You just want to have a better image.
People are laughing.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Time, what does it say? Time flies when you're having fun.
Exactly.
And guys, don't worry, ça va être tout posté. Donc, tu fais re-regarder.
Yeah, we will do that. We can do that again when I'm in Greece. One day I can join.
That would be great.
Yeah.
People are saying it feels like an hour for them too.
Yeah, I don't know. I am so surprised right now.
We fast forwarded the time just to fake you out.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, I was thinking like it's 1 hour, and I know it's too much. So I was thinking like, okay, maybe we cannot do another one, but not like 2 hours.
Yeah, you've been playing.
Well, we've also been chatting and we're having fun.
I mean, I could do, but just I need a break.
We need to feed him.
Because yeah, it's not about that. Like when I do all these things, I'm gonna have breaks between, right? So it's not like I'm just sitting here forever. I'm gonna have like small breaks. And
I have a question. Do you ever start a page and then maybe you lose where you're going with it? You come back to it like in a week. Like, you ever do that, or you finish? You always finish it.
No, yeah, I'm gonna finish it, or I'm gonna just scrape it.
Scrap it.
Yeah. Of course, scrap it is gonna be like maybe one every 50 pages.
Yeah. You don't like to scrap, no? You
No.
just do something. Cover it. Just cover it. Something you don't like.
Yeah. Look at this. That's super cool. Now, let's do some stamping. Or
We'll bring that stencil back.
stenciling.
If anyone was here from the start, that's the stencil he used at the start.
It's
Hard. It's big.
do you have a small brush, like kind of like something I can just do?
Little tiny ones, you know?
Yeah, mine will look nice. I mean, actually, mine will look nice. We'll see, guys. We'll see. But it's very, very, very big stencil for a.
Yeah.
Ah, you have other stencils like this. Wait. I have them just here. Where are they? Oh, here. Yes. Wait, guys. We have better things. Oh. Oh yeah, we'll do that. That looks better. Kim. Ah, that's very small. I mean, like.
You just said
But
small.
I can do with this. I can do with this now. It's okay.
Leah says she has to go because her husband says she's spending too much time with you while you're here. Because you're at all the classes, I think, right?
And you don't want to mess with my fab.
Yes, if you have to go make stuff, we understand. We don't want your kids and your husbands coming after us for keeping you too long.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
I
this.
love it.
Yeah, for this probably you will need probably like a smaller brush, blending tool. But it's okay. Now just to give the idea, it comes out a little bit, but it's not a big deal. It's okay. Oh, my favorite number,
What's your favorite number?
23.
23?
Yeah,
Jordan?
yeah. Of course, Jordan.
He was a basketball player.
You played basketball? Well, you're
Yeah.
tall, so I can see what
I used to
position
play
did you play?
professional guard.
Guard?
Point guard. Yeah.
That's true, you're short for basketball, I guess.
Yeah, but I was very good at point guard and guard in general.
Michelle would talk to you about that.
Look at that, huh?
Beautiful.
So cool.
Ah, that's very versatile, this stencil. I used it yesterday. And we can put some wording just to finish it off. Why not? Believe, imagine. I was like, believe, imagine,
crossword
create
style.
art.
But any of these texture stamps, there's tons of different stencils that have letters and numbers on them.
Yeah. Always. You need things like this. Imagine, look at that beauty. This we don't have so much. Look at this beauty. Put another imagine there. Just like that. It's not super straight, but it's okay. We can. Believe. Huh?
Beautiful.
Super cute. Okay, I will see if I have to do something else, like later, of course, or tomorrow. So that's all, guys. Thank you very much for watching. It was an amazing experience. And that's it. Now we have the second doggy. Look at that.
Merci tout le monde. Je m'excuse que c'est en est trop tard, mais je sais que comme moi, on était toutes inspirées, puis on a adoré prendre ce temps avec lui. Donc, on se revoit demain à 4 heures avec des nouveautés, puis on ne sait jamais. C'est possible qu'il va être là encore. On ne sait jamais. Donc, merci beaucoup et bonne soirée à vous tous.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
Wait,
Sorry.
one last thing. thing.
Wait,
One last
wait.
thing.
He has one more thing.
À quand la
No,
prochaine
don't go.
voyage?
I should have taken the stickers away from him.
No, first of all, let me show you. This is art by Marlene, the best sticker book I ever seen in my life. And Natalie gave it to me.
She has all different sticker books.
That's the best. So, and we can call today's thing, our journal page, do the unexpected. Always when you are journaling, just do the unexpected. That's good.
Beautiful.
It will be beautiful if it sticks though.
I would put glue under. I would put craft glue.
Do the unexpected. Very good.
Perfect.
Thank you guys.
Merci tout le monde.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci à tout le monde. Puis à demain. On se...
Thank you
Bye
guys.
everybody. Have a good
Bye-bye.
one. Bonne soirée.